Okay, this is the speed round video. I'm going to show you how I comp vacant land residential property really quickly. So let's go to seller leads and filter it by vacant land, and I'll show you how I comp those in property appraiser website, because this only works for properties located in Dade County. The Broward County property appraiser isn't as advanced or as easy to use as this one is, so that's why I only just mail or reach out, do marketing to vacant land owners in Miami-Dade County. Alright, so what I did, I went to seller leads, I filtered it by master campaign. That's a vacant lot, assuming that all our leads are run camp. Oh no, let's get rid of that filter. Assuming all of our leads are labeled correctly, then all of the vacant land leads should show up here. Alright, so what do we have? A bunch of stuff. Okay, this one was in Broward County for Lauderdale. All of this other stuff is Dade County. Alright, so what you want to do is, this is a house. Let's see what happens here. Elijah Dukes. I offer $12K for each lot. He said he let me know in a month. Okay, so let's see what we would have offered, how we came up with $12K. Property appraiser. Go to miamidade.gov/property search. You can search by folio. Let me take this call 1 second. Alright, so this is not the lot. So we go to folio, and we go here, and you see this lot that we have on the corner. It is zoned for single family. It is zoned RU1 single family. Alright, so no duplexes or anything. So what I would do, I go to comparable sales. Right off the bat, without looking for any more motivation, I would have been able to look at taxes owed. I think that lot has a lot of taxes that are owed on it, so it should be more motivated. Now today's date, you can't see right here, but is February the 7th. So we are a month into 2018, and there isn't much comps in 2018. We can expand out half a mile, but chances are we aren't going to find many comps that far so far. Okay, so I would do vacant residential and search. Okay, we got one sale over here at 18,000. Let's see, 18,000 on that one for the same size. So let's see what happened in 2017. So you usually want to be 6 months out or a year out, if comps are scarce. And look at all of this. Now look, we can just sort really quickly by amount to see the highest amount paid. This right here, you have to disregard when you see prices like these. For the most part, the Dade County system is slow. So these, if you click on them in a new tab, you'll see that, well, you might not see actually, because the satellite images are a year or two behind also. But if you open it up, you can see this is a brand new house built in, it doesn't even have the year built, but you can see they're building 3 houses there. They're currently under construction. So even though the house, it's a complete house that was sold, they listed that as a vacant land. Alright, so it was vacant land duplex. So you can't go off of those. You have to go off of these price points. You see 45,000 there, 45, 43, 42, 42, and this is all for duplexes. Now a duplex lot will sell for more than a single family lot, because typically you can resell a duplex for more. Here's a single family lot that sold at 20,000. There's another one that sold at 17.2. Now I know personally that guys are paying 30 and 35 for lots in that neighborhood. So sometimes, even though you see 20,000, there's still fees that are added on top of that, like assignment fees, where the wholesaler makes 15 grand on top of the 20,000, but the 20,000 shows up on the, what do you call it, on the public records, right? So I will get a contract with the seller for 20,000, then I tack on a $15,000 okay, and then I tack on the $15,000 assignment fee on top of that, and sometimes it gets recorded, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so last couple of years within a quarter, last year within a quarter mile, we only had, the highest sale was a $20,000 lot. 30,000, 40, 38, 41, 42. Duplex lots, like I said, they sell for more. So yeah, that's what this one with ARV at. This one sold at 42. It's a duplex lot, corner lot as well. This one, like I said, you click back over here, vacant single family. So if that's still at 42, you can probably sell this at 30, push it to 35. All right. Comparable sales. Did I cover all bases? Yep. A lot of them are going to be transferred with $100, and we can't really, those don't really help us. So sometimes I go here, sale price minimum $101. So when somebody does a quick claim deed, when they just transfer the deed, the sale price that shows up is $100. So I just usually, get to the point, I skip those out and I cut those out immediately. Let's look at this one. Okay, so 7 sold at how much? 43,000, but it was 11,000 square feet. Okay, so you gotta be careful. You can always limit. If you find a lot of comps like that, you can limit it to what you have. We have 7,500. So let's go 8,000 max. Let's see what comes up. That's 80,000. Okay. 45. Alright, so now the other option is to see what the new construction houses are selling for, like I showed you. Let's see. We showed you these lots that sold at 279. These are brand new houses sold at 279, 265. Alright, so open that in a new tab because we don't want to lose our place. Brand new house. How big? It doesn't show. You can click this one since it looks like a similar size. So they're building 1,400 square feet to sell it at 260. Alright, so let's say 1,400 square feet. There's a calculator. Bear with me. Alright, I'll do the math over here on my computer so we don't lose time. 1,400 multiplied by, these guys are building about 85, so it's 119,000 their cost to build a house, plus $40,000 for the land. Alright, so that's 260. There's 160 and they sell it at 260 something. They're after closing costs making about $80,000 on the house. So that's how you can tell these guys will pay up to 40,000. So 40 divided by 260 equals about 15% of the land of the sale price. So let's say if they expect 350 multiplied by 0.15, you can expect them to pay 52,000. They can sell for 400 multiplied by 0.15. They pay 60,000. I know they pay more. So those numbers aren't exact. Those numbers aren't exact. So you want to not just go by percentages. I'm glad I tested that with you just now. All right, so yeah, on to the next one. These guys are paying about $40,000. They're willing to pay for the lot. ARV. I want to see those comps in the ARV comps in the notes too, if you can do that. Now, if you don't see a sale similar to where it's 0, 0, 0 across the board, but you see 279, just change this to from vacant residential, just change it to single family and see what houses are selling for. with similar square foot lots. Make sure it's a similar neighborhood. Okay, so we have, here's a $3 million house. That's ridiculous. There's a 540. Now let's see where that 540 sold at. It's a 2007. One of these sold at 540. Was that duplex? I'm not sure. That's ridiculous that I sold at 540. Wow. No. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, that's a little strange. It sold at 540 in January of last year, then it sold at 135. Transfer where the sale is price verified to be part of a package or bulk sale. So they probably sold. So the 540 may have been multiple lots. Okay. So they might have sold all three of these houses for 540. So be careful with those. Let's click the next one. See if they say 540 as well. No. 135. Okay, that one's a little weird. So let's close that out. Let's go to the next one. You see 290, 280. Living square footage, adjusted square footage 1900. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so neighborhood a little bit better. Similar huge houses around it, as opposed to over here where it's, you know, a bunch of scattered, poor organization. Alright, so these houses will sell for more. That's why they got 290 for an old house. Now, if you had a lot around here, you'd probably be able to sell it for a lot more than you would if you had a lot around here. Okay, but alright, so they sold at 290. It was a house built in 2005, 233. So if you had a lot in here, you can definitely sell a brand new construction for at least, you know, 15% more. Let's see, probably 290, you would have probably been at 315, you know, somewhere around there, 10 to 15% more. All right. Cool. On to the next one. Use arrows. Oh, Palmetto. Let's see. Okay, this is a big one. Alright, so chances of us finding a vacant lot nearby may be slim. It's a vacant lot that's at 28,000 square feet. Let's see what we find. Again, I'm going to try to speed this up. Do a half mile out. Do last year. Last year lot size is 28,000. Let's do a minimum of 17,000. Find the price per square foot. Okay, here's a house. Okay, those are houses. You see that house just sold at 770,000. Let's do a vacant residential. Search. Okay, here's one that sold at 230,000. Alright, so 230,000 in this price is accurate because you can see that these houses sell for a lot more. Alright, so this lot was 326,000 square feet. You have 28,000. So that's a great starting point. It's on the same street. Here's another one that was 13,000, sold for 315. Let me see, where is that? Okay, it's on a cul-de-sac. which is great. That's a lot better than a pass-through street where you have a lot of traffic in front of you. Okay, so we are down here, they're up there. Same neighborhood, same types of houses. Alright, let's see what the houses sell for. Oh, let's go back here, sorry. Comparable sales. Let's do single family home. Boom, 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 boom. Did I not just tell you single family? Single family. Search. Okay, so right here on the back of this street, you see right here, you have 770,000. How old is that house? Built in 1937. No, sorry. Built in 2003. Not that old. 36,000 square foot lots. Wow, okay. Here's one on the same street. Let's see what sells across the street. Number 20. Number 20 sold for 600,000. It was 1,900 square feet. 4166 square feet. Okay, so you build a high-end house. Some of these guys, depending on what you're building, can build anywhere from $130 to 250. If you do a modern house, then it can be easily $300 a square foot. Okay, so let's do 150 because this area I think you can build at 150 a foot. Multiply by how big is a house? 47, 50, 166. Multiply by 4, 750. That means you build 700 and it's cost you 712,000 to build a house at that price. So your new house is gonna have to sell for a lot if you're spending 230. The highest sale price in the neighborhood so far is 770. See, so for me as an investor, I can't pay 230 for that lot. I would have to get it for 100 and change. Otherwise, I would have to build my dream house on it and live in it because it doesn't make sense to me. Unless it's a house that we can expect to sell for 1.2 to spend $700,000 to build it and spend 230 for the land. That means you're at 920 and the highest price already is 7 and change. All right. No, that doesn't mean it's not doable. It just means that it's not an obvious home run deal. Paying 230. And who will we sell it to if we get it at 230? I don't know. But anyways, you put down 230 on there because that's what land is selling for. You saw the comp down the street, sold at 230. That will be your ARV price. You would list that. You would list the highest sale in the neighborhood. If you don't find a new construction, did we look for new construction? Vacant residential. Oh, I know. I looked at something not too long ago. Okay, so let's see. This guy, you can see he's building a house right here, or her. Million Development Group. How much did they pay for this corner lot? Magnificent corner lot. They spent $315,000 on it in 2005. Okay, that was 10 years ago. So maybe we can get it at 200 and sell it to somebody at 250. But yeah, it's not big profit in it for me and the numbers that I'm aware of. All right, so I would say the comp for that one would be about 250. All right, the price. Let's see next lead. All right, see we knocked that one out a lot quicker. What's this? Doesn't look like a vacant lot. Don't disregard the image on these vacant lot leads, because you're gonna see that a lot of them are you can't really Google Maps don't respond well to folio numbers. Okay, I remember this one. This was not the folio number. The folio number was down here in the notes. That is a lot next to it. Okay, so search. Alright, so same thing goes here. You search for comps, comparable sales. You go out to a half a mile, pretty much. 2017, vacant residential. $1.76. I don't know. Let's look at that. Why is that listed as vacant residential? Unless it got torn down. We don't know about it. So dig a bit deeper, look around for new construction. What's this? Did anybody buy this recently? Last year they bought it for 1.8. Okay. Keep looking around. Is this a new construction? Oh, that's waterfront. And they're building 3 structures. Come in. Okay. So that one is waterfront. That one's special.
You guys are mean. Tell me
Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. We had a delivery. Okay, so yeah, so now you're seeing things are going for the prices they're going for. This one was transferred. It was bought at 2.5 waterfront. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Let's see. I saw some other lots. All right, so this one, how much did they spend on this one? 5.2. It just sold. Okay, so that's the ARV. All right, that's the ARV. It sold as a single family built in 2017, 7,600 square feet. You know, this could be like an outhouse and everything, but still. So let's see. At $1.50, I mean 150. Let's call it $200 a square foot. 200 multiplied by 8,000. That's 1.6 to build. If you buy it for 1.7 and sell it at 5 point something, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Plus 1,800. You're into it for 3.4. You sell it at 5.2. Multiplied by 0.92. Taking out real estate commissions, you're at 4.7 minus your 3,400. That's $1.3 million in profit. I think people would do that. Here's another lot. Let's see. 1.8. Alright, so that's the prices in the neighborhood. Now let's go back to the original. Oh wait, we didn't see the size. We didn't see the size. That's 37. 37. This was 38. That's all at 1.8. We have 24. Alright, so now something like this in this type of neighborhood, you definitely price it per square footage. So 1,800,000 divided by 38,000. 38,600. It's $46 a square foot multiplied by 24, 655. That means 1.149 is the price that it will go for after this. We don't need to make a steal. 1.149. If we can get it at 1.049, that'll be great. We can just wholesale it and make our money that way. Yeah, that'll be great. So you will put as the ARV, as the value of the lot. You will put those comps. You will say how much they're priced at. Avoid the one at a waterfront. Yeah, so put those other comps, and then you would say estimated value 1.149 for this one. If you don't find any low comps, you probably, don't really kill yourself. Don't beat yourself up on that. Because sellers in this neighborhood know what they have, so not a lot of them would be able to give it away at a really super cheap price. Let's comp another one. Let's try to get you back into the hood, get you out of these amazing lots. Okay, this is commercial. This one was a little bit trickier, so I'll skip that one. This lot, we don't want this one because there's no roads. I'm really only looking to wholesale or build on lots that have roads built already. No, we're close, but no. I asked the owner, it has, these satellite images are old. I asked them, has this been developed yet? He said no. Alright, so skip that one. We marked it as dead. No more follow-up. Alright. Alright, what's this? Out in the boonies. Boonies mean boondocks. Let's copy, paste. Okay, so Joseph H. Lafante. I don't remember calling this guy. Joseph H. Lafante. Spoke with him, I offered a praise value. I think he wanted 45. I offered him 20. Can't remember. He said Lucy would go for his 35. He said years ago someone offered him 25 and he turned it down. How did I come up with the 20? Basically because I think I could sell it at 35. So let's see. Comparable sales. See, in neighborhoods like this, you should be able to find regular comps. So let's switch that out. You would look at this change in subdivisions. Like you can tell this is a different subdivision. So I would really only take comps from the unstructured areas. Alright, and if you want to adjust so you can get like closer to the middle of that unstructured area, that's fine. Let's see, am I half a mile out? No, half a mile. 17. Let's do this. Single family, vacant residential. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. 35, 20, 20. See, I know I could get a 35. We have 15,000 square foot lot. There's one that's sold for 35. Let's see if it's in the right. Oh, that's over there. Okay, it's across a main street, so you don't want to count that as a comp. You don't want to count this as a comp. You really only want to stick to this area. So let's narrow down and get rid of all the fluff. Okay, zoom in now. You can see this blue goes from 14,000 to 20,000. Anything in blue was sold at between 14 and 20. And see, this one just sold for 20. And this one sold for 43, 45. Didn't see that one before. And we have 15,000. Oh no, that's about the lot. Okay, so we don't have 15,000 because I clicked away from the lot that we were offered. Our lot was somewhere around here. This one. So a similar lot just sold at 45. And he's willing to take 35 for it. You can make a quick 10,000 bucks. So you see, 45 will be a high. Yeah, but you can see they're all over the place. Come in. Hey, Stu. Just finishing up something. Give me a sec. So then we have, they're all over the place. Come on, have a seat. Yeah. So you can see this one has a lot of similar comps in the neighborhood. So I would say this lot is worth To us, probably about 20. I would tell him 20, 25. But he's at 35, and we did see a comp for 45, so I would try to get him down from his 35, maybe 30. But as far as running comps is concerned, you want to make sure that you have a similar zoning. Let's see what the zoning that we had was. Zoning was UC Edge Residential 2 max. I think you can build a duplex on a 2 max. Right, okay. So you can comp that with a duplex lot. So that's why you should be able to get 45 for it, or at least 40. You know, it doesn't have to be a home run, but a base hit will get you there too. All right, so that's it for this lesson on the comps. I'll probably do a second one, a speed round, and just run through a lot more residential stuff. But if you have any questions, give me a call.